Hello, Internet world. Welcome to another episode of 109 Cents. Excuse me. Today, we are going to talk about discourteous drivers. Oh my gosh. The people that, you're driving down the road, you're going 50 mile an hour, you see this car coming out of a store, sitting there at a stop sign. Well, they don't sit there, and then although they'll sit there for a couple seconds until you get close enough, and then they pull right out in front of you. They can't wait another 3, 4 seconds for you to get past. Doesn't that just kill you? And you know what? I've been watching them, and if you're going in the same direction that they want to go, they'll pull out in front of you every time. But and watch people. If they're cutting across you and you're going in the other direction, they'll wait 5, 10 seconds for you to pass, and then vroom, out they come. But if they're going in your direction, they will not wait 4 seconds for you to. It just makes you mad. I got some notes again. Okay, how about driving side by side? You're driving down the interstate. And you come up on two people they're both driving exactly the speed limit or a little bit below the speed limit, right next to each other, run down the interstate for miles. One will creep up a little bit, up, back, with the big line behind them, and that happens a lot in construction too. If they're working on the shoulder or in the middle. So they got some construction going on each side of the interstate, but there's two lanes open. But instead of following each other and going, 45, whatever they want to do, they go right next to each other. And the speed limit through the construction might be 60, 50. They've got to go 10 mile an hour slower and right next to each other. It just kills me. Tailgating. How many times you go down the road or the interstate, whichever, and all of a sudden somebody, especially on the interstate, it's annoying because they can go around you so easy. They caught you and then they just sit there right behind you, right on your butt. If you're on a 2 lane, okay, I can see that a little bit better. They don't want to venture out into the other lane, but when there's nobody coming and they still just follow you, it just drives me nuts. Here's another one, the ones on the interstate that pass you and then slow down, and you're like, okay, so I'll pass them again. And I'll look in my mirror and they'll be way, way back there. And all of a sudden, they're right behind me again, follow me for a while, and then pass me. And they'll go way up there. And then all of a sudden, I'm catching them again. And I look down, and this whole time, I've had my cruise control on. Their vehicle's new enough that it would have a cruise. I just don't get people. It just drives me crazy. Are the ones that hurry up to pass you on the interstate. Got to get in front of you, and then they exit. It's like you couldn't sit back there and for 2 seconds and just sit behind me and then exit. I guess they're afraid you might exit too. And my gosh, yeah, they don't want you in front of them, so they just cut right in front of you and exit. Commercial time. We Make God Cry. This is a book I wrote. That's a picture I took going down the interstate. As you see, it was early in the morning. There's nobody hardly on the interstate, and so nobody was tailgating me or passing me just to turn. It's a book I wrote about how humans make God cry. We do it all the time. Rape, killings. It's on Amazon.com. It is on my website, We Make God Cry. I got beer again. You can buy the paperback, or you can just have me email you a PDF. Okay, back to discourteous drivers on 109 Cents. Road rage. Why? People are so angry anymore. I don't get why. How would you like to live your life like that? You know, that you're wanting to fight somebody because they cut you off. I mean, I might want to flip them off, but I'm not going to get a gun out and shoot them, you know, or want to fight over them. And then every once in a while, the news will have how people are fighting over a parking spot, you know, and it could be a Walmart where there's more parking spots and they're fighting over it. You know, don't even get me started on parking. People are such idiots. They don't care. You know, I have, as you learned in a different episode, I have a 2011 Avalanche. I love that truck. Paid pretty much for a used truck. And when I go to Walmart or anywhere else, I'm walking an extra 50 feet, you know, because I'm going to park over here where there's nobody. And my wife will laugh. She'll be like, guess we're walking a little extra. I say, yes, we are, because people don't care. They don't park in the lines. You know, they'll open their door and slam you. They just don't care. One time I was parked. It was in a small parking lot here in a small town, and I come out, and this guy is like 2 feet from me. And I walked up on the passenger side, and I grabbed his door just as he was opening, and he would have hit me, you know, which I swear I barely could walk in there. He could hardly get out. He goes, "Well, I guess I shouldn't have parked so close." Yeah, I guess you shouldn't have. You know, when I grabbed his door, I said, "Can I help you?" You know, I was nice about it. Uh, Nobody pays attention to them little lines. One's way over this way, one's way over that way. I just don't park by them. You know, people are so discourteous in cars. It just amazes me. And at a convenience store, they have to park right in front of the door. You know, people just don't care. They're so concentrating on their own little life that they have no clue what's going on around them. You know, when you drive, be courteous. Don't tailgate. You know, it's not only annoying, it's dangerous. Don't speed up and slow down and speed up and slow down, whether you're on the interstate or out there on the highway. Please think, and be courteous. Please, all of us. I mean, every once in a while, I won't see somebody and I'll kind of pull out in front of them, or almost pull out in front of them, but I always mouth at least, and I say it, but they can't hear me. I'm sorry, you know, and sure, everybody's going to make mistakes and maybe not see them, or maybe there's kids in the back of your car that are loud. You know, just apologize. You know, let's be courteous. Let's watch out for other people out there on the highway. That was a big pet peeve of mine, the discourteous driver show. Thank you very much. You have a good day, and tune in again for 109 cents. Bye.